18 years ago, the news of the SARS-CoV-1 outbreak shocked the world like a storm. The highly infectious virus spread quickly, infecting over 8,000 people worldwide across 29 countries. However, appropriate measures were taken and SARS was contained within a year. Global panic subsided, and the world quickly returned to a state of normalcy.
First case of China's new and deadly coronavirus has been reported here in the U.S.
Breaking news about the coronavirus on both coasts.
Our top story, the new developments in the coronavirus.
The World Health Organization says the risk of the virus expanding worldwide is now classified as very high.
Drastic measure, China ordering a quarantine for the entire city of Wuhan.
The city is now controlling people going in and out of the city. Then also local tourist groups are being banned from leaving. The government does not want this infection to leave.
We have never been before seen a pandemic sparked by a coronavirus.
In December of 2019, health officials in Wuhan, China began treating dozens of cases of pneumonia of an unknown origin. Days later, Chinese researchers identified the cause behind the outbreak, discovering a novel coronavirus. But what is a coronavirus? Coronaviruses are a type of virus named for the crown-like spikes on their surface. There are four main subgroupings of coronaviruses, known as alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. There are hundreds of coronaviruses, most of which circulate among animals, such as pigs, camels, bats, and cats. Sometimes those viruses jump to humans, called a spillover event, and can cause disease. The strain identified by Chinese scientists is believed to be caused by a spillover, with multiple investigators theorizing its origin to a bat. In addition, it has been referred to as a novel virus, a term used to define a virus that has not previously been recorded in humans. Since its discovery, the World Health Organization has designated the coronavirus's official name as Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2, or SARS-CoV-2. The virus has also been interchangeably named Coronavirus 19, or COVID-19. What distinguishes the SARS-CoV-2 strain from the other human coronaviruses, such as SARS and MERS, is its higher transmissibility and vastly different infectious period. In contrast to the others, a noticeably large percentage of infections occur due to pre-symptomatic transmission, because it can be spread while the individual does not yet feel any symptoms. While SARS-CoV-2 is closely related to the original SARS strain from 2003, its outbreak has greatly surpassed the cases and death totals of both the SARS outbreak. An extremely precarious factor that differentiated SARS-CoV-2 from the other corona outbreaks was its initial start. Transmission rates were extremely high due to the higher population density of Wuhan. In addition, Wuhan's status as an international hub granted COVID-19 the ability to bypass borders. While all this talk about deadly illnesses can be draining, let's give some appreciation for our body's line of defense, the immune system. The immune system is what protects the body from outside invaders, such as viruses and bacteria. To fight off viruses, our body's immune response is actually broken down into two different systems that work together in different ways to protect us. The innate immune system is actually the first line of defense, taking only minutes to hours to kick in, aiming to stop the spread of the virus throughout the body. The adaptive immune system starts developing antibodies and white blood cells during this time, which both attack and remember the virus for future instances. Antibodies specifically are protein compounds of the immune system, and they play critical roles in immunity. Developed in our bodies by cells called B lymphocytes, after the body has been exposed to outside invaders, antibodies recognize foreign substances called antigens and neutralize them. They continue to circulate in the blood even after, in order to provide protection against future exposures to that antigen. The issue with COVID-19 is that it triggers an inflammatory response. While that is not necessarily a bad thing, in 15% of these cases, the immune response begins a cyclical overreaction of the immune system called the cytokine storm. While cytokine production is a typical immune response, in some COVID-19 patients, the response sticks around with too much strength and time, causing severe illness or even death. So how can we boost our own immune systems?
I think it's important not just physically but mentally, because we're can-do people. So instead of sitting back waiting for bad things to happen, let's take proactive steps. So today, what should you do? Fruits and vegetables, produce make a huge difference. They enhance our immune response. Vitamin D3, which you can get from the sun, and when it's a little warmer, that'll be easy for all of us. For most of us in the northern part of the country, taking some vitamin D3, about 1,200 international units a day is wise. And you know what? Getting the flu shot's smart, because that way, if you feel ill, you know it's not the flu most likely.
During these tough times, please remember to appreciate the amazing essential workers out there, risking their lives every single day.